Welcome back to Crossroads. We are here with the legend herself, and you only dream about interviews like this. You don't ever think you're actually going to get to do them. But I have Mary Wilson from the Fabulous Supremes
That's so sweet.
here in the studio with me today on Crossroads. I just can't thank you enough for being here.
Thank you.
And we were talking earlier about your show. You have evolved from the Supremes and your pop image and your R&B image, and now you're doing more of a jazz, adult, contemporary style. Talk to me about what people can expect when they come to see your shows.
Okay, now first of all, I'm not giving up my Supreme concerts or my, Supreme identity, but I'm bringing into, I guess what I'm doing is trying to get people to understand that there are more facets of Mary Wilson and other artists as well. You can be known for one thing, but still feel you do something else better, and you don't take the opportunity to do that because you're so stuck into making your money.
Right.
And I want people to, just to see what I feel I do best, which is ballads. And a lot of the fans who've listened to the records all these years have always said, Mary, why don't you sing more of the ballads? We hear you sing one or two here and there. Why don't you sing more? So I finally, 2 years ago, put together a show myself of all the songs I've ever wanted to sing, and some new songs as well, and put together this show called Up Close. Now, I've gotten some criticism from people saying that, she's not doing any Supreme songs. Well, I've done that for 48 years. Here's what I challenge everyone to do who's watching. And that is, if there's ever anything in your life that you've always wanted to do, try it. You can try it once, you try it twice, whatever you want to do, but you'll be surprised at, what can come out of that. That's what I'm doing. I'm just trying something that I like, and I like myself singing ballads. I love myself singing ballads, actually.
What's one of your favorites?
On the show I do Here's to Life. Beautiful song that Shirley Horn made famous, and I just loved her version. Also, Joe Williams did it as well. I Don't Know Why by Norah Jones, a newer song. Things like Both Sides Now by Joni Mitchell. So there are a lot of Body and Soul, Johnny Mercer song. And so I do a lot of those type things. And I absolutely adore it. So I talk throughout the show about why I'm doing this. Some people don't get it, but that's okay because the show is all about me anyway.
Exactly.
It's all about me now. It's not about Supremes, okay? You got 48 years of that.
Supremes.
And I'll give you more, but just take a minute and just, if you don't want it, don't come back,
But I think that's really important that you said that, because I remember watching the Ray Charles movie. He did his little country album, and at first people weren't receptive to it, and he won a Grammy.
Well, as my friend Doug Robbins, who works with me, says, sometimes people like to pigeonhole you, and they find it very difficult to get you out. That's okay. I really don't mind that, because you expect that. You expect some controversy. That's okay. Keeps your name in the papers. But anyway. Anyway, the show is called Up Close, and it really is fun for me because I have a chance to be myself, not part of the image, the Supremes image, which is great. I was part of that too, but I mean, there's more to me than that.
But weren't you afraid? I mean, when you put it together, that
I'm still afraid. It doesn't matter. I think sometimes in life you need to step off into faith, into something else. And if you ever wanted to do it, try. I'd hate to, be on deathbed and then they say, well, is there anything else you want to do? Let me go back. I got to do this.
I got to sing some.
No, I want to do it now while while I'm still standing. And so that's what it's all about. Me just singing songs I really, really enjoy.
Wow. Absolute wonderful woman. I'm still trying to fight back tears here. And
goodness.
You have a family. We see Mary Wilson, the singer, the entertainer, but we never talk about the kids and the grandkids we were talking about earlier. Tell me about that.
I have 8 grandchildren. I have 3 children of my own. One adopted son that I adopted when he was 7. He is, how old is he now? About 48, something like that. I don't know. And I think he's 48. And so I live with 3 of my grandchildren, which is so much fun.
Wow.
So much fun. And my one granddaughter says, Grandma, she said, how is it that my teacher knows you?
She has no idea who her Grammy is.
She doesn't have any idea. So there you go. I'm like, well, I don't know, darling.
So was it a challenge when you were performing with the Supremes and you were raising your children? How were you able to do that?
It was. I travel. I see now in the magazines where all the younger starlets are out there having their babies and whatever. And I too was on the road with my children. They traveled all over the world with me. In fact, my children went to school in England because I was touring so much, and I was touring in Europe. So I was based in England and had them in school there. They hated it. And anyway, so yeah, it was very difficult, but my mom was with me at the time I was married, and we had this circus running around the world.
Wow.
And it was fun because I could breastfeed, you know, my children. I didn't have the formulas. And let me tell you, it was very difficult before Pampers, okay? Because over there they didn't have Pampers.
They didn't have any Pampers.
In the 60s.
Oh, I don't even want to think about that.
But it was fun. I enjoyed being a mom. I enjoy being a grandmom. I'm 63 and a half years old right now, and having the best time of my life. So there you go.
What's next for you? I mean, what's coming up next? You've done everything that any woman would ever dream of doing plus 5.
No, I haven't. No, I haven't.
What else is
How about
next?
getting married to somebody real rich and cute and handsome and fun and all that stuff? I wouldn't mind that
See,
again.
they're married, but they're never cute. They're married and ugly, rich,
poor,
you know.
all that. That's why I'm not married now. So anyway, I am recording. I just finished recording a not a live album, a new album, and it's all original material. So that should be out very shortly, and I'm very excited about that. And I do have a live album that I recorded of this jazz show as well.
Wow.
So
Wonderful.
I try to stay real busy.
You are real busy. I mean, the touring, the books, the gowns, the albums.
Yes.
When do you find time to rest? You won't ever get married. You don't have a social life. You don't get to sit down.
He's got to keep up with me. He's got to keep up with me. That's all I can say.
Now, who do you still keep up with in the industry? You know, you watch the old Motown shows and the documentaries, and you guys seem like such a family, a close, tight-knit community, the entertainers, the performers, the Funk Brothers, you know, all those folks. Who do you still keep up with?
Well, I'm doing a show tomorrow. I'm doing a show coming up soon with the Four Tops. I just left Martha Reeves of the Vandellas. She and I work together an awful lot. In fact, she's a city council person in Detroit, you know, so she and I are kind of going into that political scene. And I see the Temps all the time. You know, we kind of hang out. We're really extended family. We're like cousins, all of us. And when we get together, it's a reunion time. We say, "Girl, do you remember when?" You know, so we have a lot of fun.
Wow, thank you so much
for
being here and for making one of my dreams come true. You know, you can check that off the list.
Okay.
I'm trying to get Oprah here. We'll see what happens, but we've got Mary Wilson.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here.
Thank
God
you
bless
very
you.
much. Thank you.
And
yes.
oh, you guys do not go anywhere. More on Crossroads is next. Stay with us.